Well, good evening from Adelaide. Paul Morgan and Dan Vaughan here in Adelaide. Great night for the Heaters. Of course, that first game, you saw our last video, didn't work so well, Dan Vaughan, but tonight, comeback win again for the Heat and a nice little win.
Yeah, game number two, they were down, actually got a 1-0 lead in this thing, and actually were down 3-1 and looked like this thing was dead in the water, got to run the seventh, but boy, they came through big time the eighth inning with the Josh Diggins RBI, a single to tie the ball game, then Tim Kennelly comes back with an RBI as well to give the Heat a lead, and Derek Peterson, since his hitting streak of 17 ball games, and the Heat go on to a 5-3 win, a gutty eighth inning tonight.
And a great start by Mike Lee as well. As Dan said, the Heat got off to a 1-0 lead. Straight away again they gave up that lead, which the Adelaide Bite kept coming and coming. It took the long ball out though, but Mike Lee with a real quality start now, and another quality start for the Heat. This time they were able to find the bats and that made all the difference.
A key point in the ball game too. Bases loaded in the bottom of the seventh inning for Adelaide, maybe a knockout punch this season. And Matt Kennelly comes out and asks Mike Lee, "How do you feel? You want to come in? Want to stay in?" And Mike's like, "Hey, give me the ball. I'm going to stay in." And Tim Kennelly made a great play at third base, a diving play on a great play that forced out the runner at third base. And the Heat would kind of take that defensive momentum to the next inning offensively. And you see that sometimes where teams kind of bounce from the defense to the offense. They did just that. It carried to the next inning and got those three spots and took care of business.
It was a nice matchup as well. We saw Jack O'Loughlin on the hill for Adelaide, who was great again, the young Detroit prospect, but he had a moment where he matched up against Ulrich Boyowski, of course, two Detroit prospects. Boyowski getting the better of him, hitting a single out to centre field. But O'Loughlin again, I saw him actually at the end of the game. He was talking to Warwick Sawpole. Warwick said, you just keep doing you. You're an impressive young guy. So that's got to mean a lot from O'Loughlin as well, to have a guy that's currently in the Tiger system to say, mate, I kind of see where you're at and you're going well.
Yeah, he looks great. He's a good-looking prospect, and Warwick to kind of sign off on him. It's got to make him feel good as a young man too, a young prospect finding his way in. Of course, still a year away from going over to the States to pitch the Tigers organization. But he was great. I mean, he did what he's supposed to. Kept the team in the ball game. He's done that all year long for Adelaide. He is a good ball player. He's a good pitcher. He works quickly. He's not afraid of contact. He throws strikes. He's a pitcher. He pitches like a veteran. I mean, you almost watch two veterans tonight. Mike Lee is a veteran, and O'Loughlin looked like a veteran. You watched a really good matchup tonight.
And then, of course, coming in to shut the gate, that Mr. Reliable Scott Mitchinson come in, 1-2-3 inning. Warwick Sawpole was really impressive. He had a bad outing last time against Sydney where he gave up the 2-run home run. It wasn't a bad outing because he was motoring along, but he just bang, bang, bang. I mean, it was just done.
He 1-2-3'd him. It was really easy stuff. 94 in the gun. I even kind of joked with Warwick. He had to play the bullpen the half inning before, and I said, "Hey, making plays in the bullpen too." He goes, "Hey, I'm going for player of the week this week. I want to be an outfielder and a pitcher." But tongue in cheek, but Warwick was great, and that's kind of vintage Warwick Sawpole. Again, the Heat with a little pulse, not a big pulse, but there's a pulse, and we're saying there's a chance.
There are saying there's a chance. Matt Williams, of course, the losing pitcher of record tonight. He came in and blew the game for the Adelaide Bite, the veteran as well. So tough night for him. The Subaru player of the game, I think we'd both probably agree Mike Lee should get it tonight.
Yeah, Mike Lee kept the team in it even when they were down. They had a 1-0 lead, but he kept the team in it. Quality start. It's been a while for a quality start. He hasn't had a quality start since right before Christmas over in Canberra. So it's been a while. And I mean by quality, that means going 6 innings, 3 earned runs or less. And the Heat got that from Mike Lee tonight, who got him into the 7th inning.
And we'll also add on the Subaru play of the game. It's a toss-up between Tim Kennelly's play at third base and Josh Diggins' RBI. I'll let you decide for the Subaru play of the game.
You're not there if Tim doesn't make that play at third. We're not to Josh's play. So I'm going to go with TK, that play at third base.
There's your Subaru player of the game, Mike Lee. The play of the game from Subaru, Tim Kennelly as well. And this is your Fielder's Choice post-game report. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning in the West, so an early one on Sunday morning, talking Baseball Australia. Paul Morgan and Dan Vaughan wishing a very good evening from the City of Churches.